guys, so I'm back and I'm so excited to be filming tutorials for you guys again. Sorry if I'm a little awkward on camera, but I feel like it's just been so long since I've actually done a tutorial. So I'm really excited. I did a very nice glitter brown dark tutorial for you guys today. I know that we're into summer, so we're looking at more bright colors, but I definitely wanted to get this look out of the way because I was getting a lot of questions regarding this look when I posted it on Instagram. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just keep on watching. We're going to be using to create a very nice and natural look. The color that I'm using is the one in the second row, and it's the second color. It's more of a brownish tone. My hair is black, but I do want to address that you have to be really careful. Don't ever apply a really dark color in your brows because we don't want them to look fake. We want them to still appear very nice and natural. And as you can see, I start by just making a line at the bottom of my brow and then just kind of start filling in those little spaces wherever we might have any little spots where hair just doesn't seem to grow, or just to add a little bit more darkness. When cleaning up my brows, I like to use the Studio Finish Concealer by MAC. I'm using the color NW20 on the bottom of my brows, and then I will be using the color NW25 on the top of my brows. The reason that I do two different colors is just because the top shade is more closer to my skin tone, and the NW20 is a little bit lighter than what I normally would wear. So we definitely want to be able to get a lighter color so we can get a very nice highlight for when we apply the eyeshadow. You want to just rub in that color and bring it down. You don't want to leave it harsh. Just blend it, and then you're going to get a really nice and clean eyebrow. The brow gel that I use to make sure that all of my hair stay in place is actually a mascara by Great Lash by Maybelline, and it works just as good as any other name brand brow gel would work. After that, we are going to grab that same concealer in NW20. We're going to apply it all over the lid. I like to use the concealer as a primer. I love eyeshadow primers definitely, but concealer always seems to work best for me. I'm definitely Morphe everything. It's literally my favorite brand at the moment. I'm going to be using the 35O palette to create this look for you guys. So you guys saw that I got a very nice light shade. I'm going to apply that all over my lid as well as my brow bone, and it's going to work as a transition color. You know, we want to be able to start off with a light tone and then just pack on any other colors that we might be adding for this look. We will be grabbing my Morphe M511, and it's probably one of my favorite brushes right now, and it's a very nice fluffy brush. We are going to apply a very nice cool orangey toned eyeshadow mixed with a little bit of a brighter orange to create a very nice and just warm orange shade on our eye. So as you can see, I do like to spend a lot of time blending. We want to just blend, 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 and just start packing on that product. So if you want it to be a little bit brighter, a little bit darker, you know, just keep on packing the color over the color. Next, I'm going to grab another Morphe 511 brush, and I'm going to apply a darker color. And from here on out, I'm just going to start packing on color from lightest to darkest. Blend, 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 ladies. Blend till your hand falls off. We're going to be grabbing a Luxie Luxe brush, and it's just a flat brush with my NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm going to start by applying it in the areas where we're going to be putting the glitter on top. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to grab my favorite eyeliner brush by Coastal Scents with my favorite at the moment, Tarteiest Clay Paint Liner. And this liner dries very matte, so it's one of the best liners that I've had for a very long time. I don't really like when your eyeliner looks, you know, silky or anything. I like it to look really matte. And I love that it's in a tube, so it does not dry out. You know, if you sometimes see with the pots, if you leave it open for whatever reason, you see that it starts getting dried out and then you have to, you know, apply some type of liquid to be able to get it back to normal. Well, with the Tarteiest, because it's in a little tube, literally lasts forever. So you guys definitely should try it out. And you guys can see here the application on it is very good. I use my palette, my Luxbox palette for application, so I just apply a little bit of the Tarteiest liner on there and then just use it. A little bit definitely goes a long way. If you're a fan of the very nice sharp wing, just grab some concealer or even a baby wipe if you want to do it that way, if you don't have your foundation on yet. And just clean it up, drag the product through, and you will get a very nice sharp wing. Using a fluffy smudge brush, I'm going to apply the colors like I did on my lid and my crease, but now I'm going to do them at the bottom. So those shades that we did in the crease, we're going to now bring them to the bottom of the waterline. So you're going to start seeing that I'm going to transition from that very nice orange tone to a darker brown and a little bit of a darker, more carbon color. It's not totally black, but it is a very, very dark brown. On my waterline, I'm going to be using the Italia eyeliner in the color white, and I picked this up actually at the swap meet, and it was only about $2 if I'm not mistaken. So these have totally been my holy grail for the past months. It's the KOKO Goddess lashes. I wear them any time that I'm basically doing a very dramatic or a bold look. Because the strip is very thick, you do have to apply, you know, wing liner. It's a little hard to cover if you just do a very natural look, but perfect for looks like these. You're going to see that just by applying these eyelashes, it totally brings the whole look together. The applicator that I'm using is by Mink Wink Lashes, if I'm not mistaken. I've been totally loving it. It's a lot better than using tweezers, for my opinion. I just feel like you get a much nicer grip when you're applying the eyelashes from literally end to end. So definitely give it a try if you guys haven't tried the eyelash applicators. For mascara, I'm going to grab the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte, as well as the L'Oreal Carbon Black Mascara to just give them a very nice and dark black spider leg look. So for color correcting, I don't really do much. I don't have, you know, really dark bags or any redness in my skin. If anything, my skin's very yellow. But for my under eyes where I do have like that indentation, I like to use the Smashbox color correcting stick in the color light, and it's Look Less Tired. The reason I like this tone, it's just because I don't want to, you know, put an orange on my skin because I don't have too much to work with. So I don't want that orange to start, you know, coming through my concealer. The color light is more of a salmon color, so it works perfect. For foundation, I'm going to be grabbing the color Natural Beige in Too Faced. It's the Born This Way foundation. I finally have found a foundation that works for me and that it leaves my skin looking flawless and nice pretty much all day. If you guys have not tried this foundation, it's definitely probably the one product that I'm going to recommend you guys to go and grab. I love it. It works great on dry skin. It works great on oily skin. It's honestly the most amazing foundation that I've had in a really long time. Well, actually, I've only tried a couple of them because I used to only use powders. But now that I'm transitioning into using, you know, full coverage foundations and liquid foundations, it's definitely an amazing, amazing product. Make sure you guys use that beauty blender and put it to work and, you know, just dab it and let it sink into your skin. Another drugstore product that I've been loving is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. The color that I have is light pale, and I like to compare it a lot to my Studio Fix concealer, the Pro Longwear, just because it's very light, but the coverage on it is absolutely great. It really doesn't feel like it would be a drugstore product. Like, it's very creamy, and like I said, the coverage is insane on it. Make sure you guys keep your eyes looking up. Do not let that concealer start creasing, because you don't want any fine lines under your eyes. We're going to be using the Rcma no color powder, and this color, this powder, it has no color in it. So a lot of the times when you get, translucent powders, they could have a little bit of a, pigment to it. It can leave your skin a little orange, not orange, a little bit like yellow. So this one literally has no color to it, so it works really great. It looks on here like if it would leave, an ugly white cast like a lot of translucent powders do, but you'll see when I take it off that it looks very natural and it's very lightweight. I'm just going back in there with my fluffy smudge brush and applying a little bit more color. When I applied the concealer, a little bit of it came off, so I wanted to just, add that color back in there. But then for our face to bronze, we're going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and I love this bronzer. I have a few favorites that you guys are going to be seeing throughout the next tutorials that I have, but this one's definitely one of my top favorite bronzers. It's the color medium to deep. So we're going to grab our Morphe, I believe it's the Morphe E53 brush. I'll have it listed in the description box below if it's not, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. And we're going to just apply it and start contouring our cheeks and bringing it up towards our forehead. I do powder contouring. It's not too drastic. I just kind of add some color to my skin. I just like it, a little bit more soft. I feel like creams tend to, because I'm oily, they tend to just not stay as much as powder would. So this is just my form of how I like to highlight and contour my face. We're just bringing in those colors towards the forehead. We're not going to bring them in too much because I don't want my forehead, to look really bronzed up. I do have a little bit of a bigger forehead because of my entradas that I have, but we weren't all blessed with a good hairline, so sometimes you just got to fill those in with some bronzer. I seriously feel like this is the Morphe video because all of the brushes that I've been using are all from Morphe. But the next brush that I'm going to be getting to contour my nose is going to be the Morphe E46 brush, and I'm also going to be using the E45 brush by Morphe, and this is perfect for contouring your nose, especially with powder. It's great for blending, and you guys can see how I, apply just a little bit of product and then just blend out with the E45 brush. I hope I get all of these brushes correct, because if I do, I'm a genius. Grabbing my favorite face brush by Morphe, the E41 brush, I'm going to grab some Studio Fix and just apply it all over my face, and in any of the areas where we didn't, contour or apply any of that loose powder. And we're just going to make sure that we get that foundation very nice and flawless. Don't apply too much because you don't want your face to look cakey. This powder is a full coverage powder, so when I say I'm applying a little, I mean I'm applying very little of it. Then we're just going to brush off that powder where we baked under the eyes and just start blending out the whole face. Using my Stila in the Lights palette, I'm going to grab the color Kitten, and I'm just going to add a little bit of pop to our shadow. Now for highlight, I'm going to grab a Morphe M509 brush. This is my favorite brush for highlighting. I'm going to grab the color Bubbly and dipping in gold, and I'm just going to highlight. You guys are seeing this highlight. It's absolutely beautiful. I love MAC's Soft and Gentle, but ever since I started using the Glow Kits by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I've been in love. They're absolutely the most pigmented freaking highlighters on this earth. Now for our lippy, we are going to be using Kylie True Brown K. I'm going to be overlining our lips, not overlining. See, this is what happens when you've been a fake girl for a really long time. Overlining and overlining. Girl, don't got to do that anymore. We're going to line our lips, and then we are going to apply the product. You guys are seeing here that I like to fill my whole lip with the liner. I just feel like the color lasts so much longer than if I was to just, do a line and apply the product. last but not least, we're going to spray ourselves with some Fix Plus, and voila, we are finished. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I am so happy to be back, and thank you guys all so much for watching. Love you guys.